Welcome everybody to the Swiss Army Man podcast, episode number 19. As I mentioned on my Twitter a couple days ago, I was thinking about having some special guests on my podcast, and those special guests were my daughters. And so that's what we're doing today. We have my daughters, Bean and Lolo, on the podcast, and we're going to have some conversation, and we're going to talk about some random stuff and just see where it goes. So as my guests, I've never had two guests, first off. So awesome. First for me having two guests.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to kind of get into it and kind of just see where the conversation leads to. So first question, how was your guys' day?
It was good.
It was good.
I got to go to the 7th and 8th grade basketball game. And then I got to listen to music in art class.
Sweet. What about you? Highlight of your day?
I don't really know.
You don't really know? Okay.
You don't remember what you did.
No, I do. I just don't. I don't know. I never have highlights of my day.
You never have
She
highlights of
also
your
was
day?
at the game.
Never
She was just sitting
You're
across the way.
So,
Yeah.
so some of the things that I was thinking in having you guys on, we would talk about is just the dynamic of our relationship and what you guys like about maybe how we parent or what you maybe don't like about how we parent, and we can have those conversations and figure out some of these things. And as I am awesome at podcasts and I didn't turn off my phone, so sorry for those blingings, but
Bling bling.
all right. So, I guess first thing first, I had one of my buddies, shout out Flegs. He wanted to know what it was like when I coached you, because I've coached each of you in sports, and
And
what you guys.
soccer?
Well, I coached you in soccer.
Can
and
I
coached you
not answer first?
in t-ball. That's fine.
You get to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what did you guys like? Did you think it was cool? Did you think it was a good way to do things? Did you think that it helped push you? And you can also talk about basketball. We talk about figuring out. Bro, simmer down. As you can tell, this is their first podcast.
Obviously.
So yeah. So
Okay.
I'm done.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
I liked it because I'm one of those kids that goes into sports meeting a new coach like, oh my god, everybody's gonna hate me or something. And the coach isn't gonna like me and he's gonna be rude to me. But when our dad was coaching, I was like, okay, obviously I know my dad, so it'll be easier and it won't be me meeting something and thinking that they're gonna hate me. So that I felt like it was a good thing.
So you thought it was beneficial for you that I coached you?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? I coached you in t-ball. So
You also coached me in basketball. You've also helped out with my.
I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've helped out with your basketball teams, but I wasn't ever your
I don't
actual
know.
coach.
It feels like sometimes if you ever have a parent coaching you, it just feels it's a lot of pressure on you. That's why I kind of get how Lily feels, but it's just a lot of pressure to be perfect, because then if you get yelled at by your dad, it's just you feel like you're getting yelled at your dad. It's different when you get yelled at by your coach or something like that. So I just think it's a little different.
So it's a little different. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the normal way to kind of go about it when you think about getting coached by someone that you know and that you have to go home with, basically, is a little different than being able to if your coach gets mad at you, you can kind of take it home with you and process it and then not be around them for a couple days and then go back to practice and be over it. So
Yeah.
Also, I think maybe it either comes off a little harder or comes off
It
a
is
little
for
or
sure
a little
harder.
easier depending on the coaching style. I am of the harder mindset. I'm going to be harder on you guys than I'd probably be on anybody else, just because I know you as people and I know you can achieve great things, and I know I can push you to that level if you need to be pushed. And sometimes I think you both need a little pushings. So yeah. So that was a good one. Thanks, Flegs, for that question. And then I guess
Thank you, Flakes.
yeah. And so, are there anything that you guys like interesting? So this will be a learning about you guys a little bit. Is there anything that you guys don't necessarily talk to us as parents a lot about that you don't think we would understand, or things that
I think
because you guys have gone into a new school. Well, you were there last year, but you're in a middle school this year. Whereas like, is it a difference? Is there things that like did the relationship change for you from parent to like kid as you guys get older and into your preteens? Is there anything you struggle with?
I mean, it's like weird talking to you guys about boys for sure. Like that's especially weird talking to my parents about. No, but
well, here's a good time to say, do not mention any names of anybody because this will go out to the internet.
Yeah.
So don't mention names of anything.
No. No, but it's just like it's kind of hard talking to like my dad and you especially like because I don't know. It's just harder talking to guys about problem. It's more like easier to talk to like mom about that kind of stuff. But it's also been harder to talk about this stuff because like it's middle school and I don't know.
It's just weirder. Huh?
It's just weirder.
You guys are changing as people and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anything that you found that's like been different from like elementary to like middle?
Well, in elementary, my friends would put me in their drama, which wasn't so bad, because, like, I don't know, we all were just young, and
you're still young.
Yeah, you're still young.
You're not 17, honey.
Hey, let her talk. So,
like, we were little kids,
yeah.
and literally everything was this and that. Like, everything wasn't boys and all that. It was playgrounds and school and friends. Now it's like, oh, drama.
And it's like, boys are going to ask you out today.
All that stuff. And yeah.
And it's like, it's I don't know. It's just weird because like when somebody asks you out and like your parents say you're not allowed to like quote unquote date, it's like,
yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to say.
Can I explain, please?
Can I just walk away?
Well, that's where you always have an out. So me and mom have rules that you guys aren't dating at this age. So therefore, you have an easy out of saying I can't date anybody.
Yeah,
because it is a lot of drama.
But it's like you don't want to be like rude, but you're like, I don't like you.
Well, see, that's why it works out. So instead of having to be rude, you just say, hey, my parents don't allow me to date. And then that's your out.
But it's also more or less I have a boyfriend. It's more, hey, will you go break up with my boyfriend for me? Like, I had to do that. I had to do that today for Riley.
You don't have to do anything.
I had to do that for Riley. Not Riley.
No, you don't.
For one of my friends today, I had to do that.
Okay. You don't have to do that for anyone, first off. You just you say no.
Well, I kind of wanted to.
Okay. Why? Because you like to be a drama?
No. Because I didn't really like him that much.
But so here's the thing. So you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So if one of your friends tells you that to go break up with their boyfriend for them, you tell them no. Because as you get older, that is not something you are to do. That's just it ruins a lot of things for you and put you guys in situations you don't really want to be in. So that's the biggest thing. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. You guys are to that age where like you guys will start like noticing boys and like boys will start noticing you, and then that makes sense as the drama kind of unfolds in with that. So for you guys, is there anything that you specifically would like to ask me as your parent that like you've never asked or like never felt like you could, or anything like you want to know about me?
I have Spotify.
No.
Why not? TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Okay.
Just music.
Okay, but Spotify is money, and I'm not paying money for you to have Spotify.
It is? I didn't know that.
Oh.
You can have Spotify with ads, but like if you want like the premium, it costs money stuff.
No, I mean
premium.
like just like the app.
We'll see. It depends on what mom says.
Also, we need like actual like not like Apple Music, because I can't listen because when our teachers let us listen to music,
you also don't have an Apple phone.
Well, not Apple, but like just music. There's like not like YouTube or Pandora.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, I have a question.
Okay.
I know I've asked you this question about 1,000 times, but you still say that it's true. But Why do you keep lying to us and saying that you've met Justin Timberlake?
You haven't.
Okay. It's a running joke in our house. But I saw Justin Timberlake at a 7-Eleven. I saw him. We were in the same room. I did not say hi to him. So therefore, I've met Justin Timberlake. I saw him.
So you saw him. You didn't go up and say, like, hey, bro.
He also said he drank beer with Pharrell.
Yeah.
I did not say I drank beer. I said no. I said
okay.
You said you went to, like, a party with him or something.
No, I didn't. You guys do not get your stories right. I've been at dinner with Pharrell where he was eating dinner.
You said he was sitting right next to you.
He was. Where's Pharrell from?
I don't know.
Virginia Beach. Where did I live for a long time? Virginia Beach. All right, so that was a random question. Good job there. All right, high five.
Oh my
down.
thanks.
All right, so
I wasn't even trying to hear. Just like,
you guys, this is the fun of having two preteen kids.
you're welcome.
It's going to be random. All right, so
No,
what's your guys' favorite top 3 favorite songs of all time?
okay. A lot of these are gonna be Eminem.
What?
A lot of these are gonna be Eminem.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone, I don't know. I'll go first.
One of my favorite songs is "Just Lose It" by Eminem. She introduced me to that one.
You're welcome, my guy.
By the way, Eminem is a mom influence, so
That is my mother's fault.
love you, Mom.
Okay. So just lose it. What you got? You got one.
I don't know.
Go back and forth.
Number
What are you
one,
thinking?
probably for sure, Lose Yourself. by
Lose
Eminem.
yourself, Eminem. All right.
It's like the same song, but like it's not.
What's another one?
I like "Dance Monkey" by Tone of I. That's
Who?
one of my favorite.
Dance Monkey. The song is called Dance Monkey. And then it doesn't say Dance Monkey at all in the song.
I don't know.
It goes, dance like a monkey. And
Well,
with
that
one
means-
part,
that
it's
means
awful.
it just says dancing.
It's not saying dance monkey. I can't even right
Okay.
Uh,
All right. What's another one for you there?
now. Probably Venom by Eminem. I
Okay.
love that song.
and I like "Raise Your Glass" by Pink.
Cool.
One of my favorites.
Oh. What is it? Oh, I like Break Up With Your Girlfriend by Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Song's a good song.
So
The
my
video
daughter,
is weird.
my
as
daughter's
heck.
listening to inappropriate songs.
Yes, sir.
We've learned this. And yeah. So
We tell mom what we're listening to, and mom doesn't really care.
mom does care.
Yeah, but we have to not.
That's why you have to tell mom.
No, she like asks us what we're listening to, and then she's like fine with it.
Well, I think mom knows that you're hearing probably worse words at school
Yes, we
from your
are.
friends. So
Yeah,
Every single
definitely.
person that I know curses.
yeah, you're at that age.
Yep.
Every single one.
You're testing boundaries. People are testing
But I'm
words
11.
out. Yeah, you
And
are.
they're 11.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
And they try to test words out. That's what happens in life. So
I don't know. It's just bothering me. I'm sorry.
So I thought you guys might say some stuff that like I'd never heard of. The only one was Dance Monkey. I've never heard that.
You don't want to hear it. Don't ever listen to it. It is
Literally on the radio all the time.
I've never heard it. But all
Sorry.
right. So is there anything like that you think of? So you're both like young ladies. Is there anything like that you are thinking about in the world today that like would be something that you either see that is either beneficial to be a lady or against you being a lady?
So basketball, for example,
Okay.
girls get a lot of diss on that. Like, guys come up to us all the time saying, "Oh, you're really good at basketball." For a girl, like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, and then when you get into the WNBA or the NBA players, I get it's been around for longer.
Yeah.
They get paid around $2 million a year over that.
They get made a lot more than that.
I know, but then WNBA only gets paid like $300,000. That is not fair.
By the way, that was actually less until the new CBA, which just got negotiated. Now they'll make a little bit more.
Well, yeah, but my point
Yeah.
is,
I'm
like-
explaining that your numbers are even off. You're mad about numbers that are higher and lower on both ends. They're actually higher on the NBA and lower on the WNBA side.
but also like there are like some guys in the world that like think that like they own women, but they don't. And then like, but like
what do you mean by own women? Like
they think that you are under their property, so therefore they can control you.
Okay.
And that is not okay.
That is not okay. You're right.
And then like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. So, for example, in school today, in Vax class, we had to learn.
Use names.
I wasn't going
to.
In Vax class today, we got to learn. So we have a warm up every day, and today's question was, if you could go back in time and change one thing about history, what would it be? And I put the way guys treat women, because I am honestly a little mad about that.
I'm with you. I agree. I think the way that things are structured, especially as a WNBA fan, you've seen me. I'm a big fan of WNBA, right? I introduced you to WNBA. I think they should get paid a lot more. I think.
Oh no, for sure. Especially like the top-notch players like Candace Parker and Elena Deladon and people like them, especially them, because they have worked their butts off to get where they are and worked their butts off to get how good they have been. And in school, like our principal recognizes only A and B team. Well, so then when the sixth graders win and get recognized, we don't get recognized.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can kind of see that a little bit. So that's kind of the structure.
And I've talked to him about that, and he said he would try to work on it.
Well, that's cool.
Because Miss Very said that because she had a problem with it too. I was talking to her about it, and she goes, maybe you should write a letter to him. So I wrote a letter to him, and I told him to check his mailbox, because they have like cute little like mailboxes outside their rooms. But he was like, okay, he looked at it. I don't know if he's seen it yet. But.
I think that's definitely a good thing. That is a little bit more normal structure. I know a lot of times in like high schools when they have like junior varsity or freshman team, they don't always necessarily announce all of those scores just because the varsity is the varsity. But I do understand what you're saying, because you're out there working hard, so you should have your accomplishments recognized as playing. And I like your point on women basketball. You should just be, if you're good at basketball, you're good at basketball. You say you're good at basketball, not for a girl, not for a dude, just for that should be just a standard across the board. If you're good, you're good. And then I like.
Yeah, but it just seems like so like the kids at my school for like sixth graders, when the sixth graders go to watch them, when I went to watch, a lot of people like yell and cheer for the guys more, and I've noticed that because when I'm in a game, I can for sure hear my friends because I can hear their voices, because a lot of them are really loud and I don't hear them.
Okay, well.
And no, not even my friends, just like the people who are there.
Well, when you're playing in a game,
they seem more excited when the guys are playing.
Well, when you're playing in a game, you're also a little bit more zoned in, so that might be a little bit of it, because it does definitely get loud when we're watching your games. Because I'm usually yelling and mom's usually yelling for sure, but I like what you said about like the recognizing that there are people in this world that will, because you're a woman, try to diminish your worth. And that is something that we've taught you specifically, like me and your mom, especially your mom is a really independent, strong woman, female role model for you guys. That's something that I'm glad that you guys have recognized at the age that you are, because a lot of people don't get taught that. So that's like something that is very important to us. We've raised you to be strong women, because eventually you're not going to have us around when you're out making decisions, and you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And that's going to be really important, because people do try to underestimate women. So I'm glad that you guys noticed that now. So good. Thanks for listening on that. Give me a fist pound over here. Fist pound. Anything that you recognize, like being a lady, good or bad, whether you get advantages or disadvantages, or
I recognize that two things. I recognize that like a lot in elementary school and sometimes last year, a lot of boys were calling girls bullies, which wasn't true at all, even though they were bullying even more.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a bully, but I see some people as a bully.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, girls for sure.
Well, see, she says good. See, well, so, but you're saying boys were thinking the girls were bullying them?
Right? Yeah, and they're like, we're not. Like, girls tend to bully girls, and then boys tend to bully boys or girls.
Guys are, for sure, they can be a lot more rude to girls than they can to their own gender.
I don't know. I think boys are pretty mean just in general at that age. Like
but
having
it's
gone through it,
2020.
like, so I think it's definitely goes both ways. But I think you're right. I think girls tend to bully mostly girls, and then like lesser like boys that like seem like they're not as like big or like strong because they feel like they can get away with it. But bullying in general is not good, and that's why we've taught you guys to advocate for yourselves and speak up and let us know, and like let us help you, and speak about those things as you go. So hopefully you guys understand that that's like not necessarily a normal thing. We're pretty hands-on parents, so we take advantage of like teaching you these things now, so that way you guys can do that, because you'll have that in your workplace as you get older. You'll have that in schools. You'll have that in sports. You'll have that in whatever it is. You're going to have to go and be an advocate for yourself in those roles. What else? You had something else. You said there were two things.
So I think this is a disadvantage of girls, but like when I don't understand something, when my teachers say something, like if I say it to a girl, if I'm like, hey, I don't understand this, they'll read it again and they'll go over it again, and they're like, okay, I realize that most of you aren't understanding it. It's okay, I'll go over it again. But like with my math teacher and my writing teacher, when I go to them and I say like, hey, I don't understand this, they're like, really? Why do you not understand this? And they just get mad at me.
So like you're saying,
that's because guys are a lot more tougher. Like a lot of like women teachers can they understand where you're coming from, but guys, they process things a little more faster. I would want to say a little bit.
I think it says as guys, I think maybe so there's some expectation of like you should get things quicker, and like sometimes not everything works that way, especially like with you. I know you sometimes like you have to read it a couple times for it to click in, and I think some people don't have the instinct of like a nurturing way to like be like, okay, what's it going to hurt to read it one or two more times. So I think you are right. I think guys probably are a little bit more abrasive on that, but not all of them. Like without saying names, you guys had the same science teacher.
Yeah,
and I think he was a pretty good teacher. And,
no, he's probably the nicest teacher we had.
Last year he was fine with reading stuff.
Yeah. So
like this year.
Yeah. So I'm saying like I think there are different personalities, men and women. I'm sure you're going to run into some women that are also very short, but like I think for the most part, I think you're right. I think guy teachers probably are a little bit more have that expectation of you reading and getting it, instead of like having to like nurture it if you need help and stuff like that. So then you said you had one more thing.
Yeah. So also like a lot of guys expect girls to like be perfect. Like if they're not perfect, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Or if like they don't meet their expectations, it's, oh, forget about her. Or like if you don't like wear a dress on a certain day, or you don't wear the same kind of shoes, or you don't wear perfume that day, it'll be like, ew. They like I feel like girls can get judged, but also like Lo was saying, I don't know if it was kind of like what Lo was saying, but a little bit. So girls can also be very petty.
Yeah.
And we can be very mean.
I think in that instance, I think that's where girls bully girls, or like
yes, guys can like not necessarily bully girls, but like
ignore them.
They can like snap at them or be rude to them, thinking that they're less than them. Because at the end of the day, everybody's equal.
Yeah.
Black and white, same thing.
Yeah.
Men and women, same thing.
I 1,000% agree, and that's how we raised you guys. So I'm glad you guys have picked up on those kind of things. And especially like taking them to heart and treat your friends like that, because I think you're pretty good friends to the people that are in your life. And like I know that you try to be really good people, and I've watched you guys like help people out in like the grocery store and all that kind of stuff. So like I'm glad that you guys have picked up on that. Like people are people, and that's the way it should be. You're going to go through like some of that stuff, like boys being like, you're not my type or whatever. Girls will be the same way. You guys will. There will be boys that like you that you don't like, and that you'll have to be. So that's a weird dynamic. So thank you for expressing that. That's always a good view to have. It'd be interesting to see in like 5 years when you guys are a little older, if you guys notice any more stuff. But so most of my podcasts. So we'll knock this out right here just to make sure I get it in. The last guest asked a question for the next guest. So my last guest, Brent J. Powell, shout out to him. He asked the question of, if you could have 30 minutes with any entrepreneur, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you like to ask them? So since you guys are not super businessy people, I guess pick someone that you would want to speak to for about 30 minutes and pick their brain on the things that they know and things that they've gone through, because you idolize them. Yeah. And they might be entrepreneurs, they might not be. So
we talked about this before this picture. I honestly think Elena Deladon. She is a basketball player, an author. She raises money for charity and stuff like that. So I think I would probably.
She also has a woodworking business. She makes tables and stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I would if I had 30 minutes with her, the first question I'd probably ask her is how did she do it? How did she get through it all? Especially with having a disabled sister and having her sister have problems, so they have to get her special treatment and stuff like that. How did you have time for basketball? How did you get so good?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess the next thing I would ask her is a lot of people like that are really not humble. They're really, oh, look at me. How did she turn out to be the way she is? How is she so kind to people? And I don't know.
That's interesting. I don't know if you know. I know we've talked about it. I know you say you want to go to UConn, Oregon, or University of Colorado. Those were the three schools that we've talked about recently. Elena Deladon went to UConn.
That's why I want to go there.
Well, but then she never played there. She actually transferred back to be closer to home, and she ended up playing at the University of Delaware.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So she put her family first. She wanted that closeness. It's also part of the reason why she wants to play. Why she plays in Washington. She wants to be close to family.
Close to her sister.
Yeah. So,
but her sister, I will forever and always praise her. She is deaf and blind, but she does it all.
Yeah.
I will forever and always.
And that's that tells you a lot about sisterly bonds. so think about that. So she's probably part of what makes her humble is the fact that she sees that life can be really tough for somebody, but she watches that person strive through the toughness. And so being on the basketball court and missing a shot or something like that isn't really
as big as a deal as it should be.
So, just know that sisterly bond's there forever. So you guys are going to have that. So that was a good answer. I enjoyed that one. And now it's on to you.
I don't really know. Who's somebody you look up to?
Yeah, who's somebody you look up to?
It could even be Miss Angela from down the street. But
is there somebody famous that you would like we just went to a basketball game that somebody was very good at basketball that you could talk about them, or you could a president you could talk about you could talk about somebody who runs a business. Anybody. It doesn't have to be a female, it doesn't have to be a male, it's just whoever. Is there any field? I was gonna say, is there any field you would think you might want to go into that you would want to talk to somebody who's really good in that field?
Love's oh God,
I don't really know. I wasn't prepared for this question. I guess Sabrina
Ionescu.
Yeah, I don't know how to say the last
name. Who you just met.
Yeah,
you guys just got to meet her.
We got to get a picture with her.
Yeah.
I would ask her.
Awesome.
I would be what age did you start wanting to play basketball, and was it hard to practice all the time and stay up with it, or were you just one of those people that were hey, yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do it every day, every single second of every day. And what got you into basketball, and did you have any dreams before basketball? Was there any other job you wanted to do, or was basketball the thing you wanted to do?
Oh, that's cool. That's definitely all good questions. I know a little bit about her backstory. I know she has a brother that I think they're twins. I'm pretty sure they're twins, and they played together. So she played with boys, I believe.
Oh yeah,
And so,
remember she said she played with her brother and all the guys, and then she wasn't as good as them. But
she was
then,
small, and she had to figure out how to play.
Yeah, and then she could dominate all of them.
So that's
5-on-1.
I think 2 good ones. Elena Deladon and Sabrina Ionescu, definitely.
Those are gods.
Goddesses. They're ladies.
Same difference.
But they are gods, yes. They are
goddesses,
really good players. And both of those women we'll be seeing in the WNBA this year.
Like I'm saying, women can be gods. You never know.
They can.
God could be a lady.
God could be a lady. That's a whole nother podcast that we won't get into right now, but it's possible. But it's possible.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Now, you don't have to answer right now, but just think about it by the end of the thing, or unless you have a question. But usually, also, then now you ask a question for the next guest. So our next guest, whoever,
do we have to agree on it? Or?
No. You'll each get your own. So my next guest will have to answer 2 questions. And I don't know who the next guest is going to be, so
probably
you might want to lean forward. You're not in frame.
I'm in here now. Ow.
Do either of you have a question right off the top of your head, or do you need some time to think?
Still a little time.
Okay, a little time to think. All right, that's cool. All right, so I'll off the cuff shout out to Gems. He asked a question. He said I should put you guys on the spot and ask you who your favorite parent is.
No, I'm not answering that. No, sir.
Me or mom?
No, I'm sorry.
Meadow. Meadow is not your parent.
Annie Tris.
Annie Tris is not your parent. Stop.
That's hard.
Why am I supposed to answer this?
You guys
no.
you guys don't have to answer.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
Gems, don't ever don't ask.
I said that you guys would definitely say mom without any hesitation.
No, I would say Meadow.
You're lying.
And
I'm not answering.
If we didn't have Meadow, I would say Bailey. If we didn't have Bailey, I would say Elsa. If we didn't have Elsa, I would say myself.
Okay.
I would say the floor.
All right. So, well, thank you guys for proving me wrong. I thought you'd definitely pick mom right away.
No.
All right. So, what are some things that you guys admire? How about 3 things that you admire about me and mom separately, like as people, and then maybe 1 thing that you think that for me, I won't ask for mom, but for me that you guys think I can improve on, or you wish that I could improve on.
So, I'll start with the 3 good things. So probably the first thing for mom, like how hard she works for us, and then number 2, how she can be tough, but if she says something out of line, she'll come apologize. And then for number 3, I don't know. I think she helps encourage us a lot, and how she supports us in whatever we do. And then for you,
let's let Lo do mom first.
Fine.
What's your 3 for mom?
I would say first thing is she comes home and she'll go upstairs, unpack her bag, and
I think she brings a bag home.
No, her purse.
Oh.
Sometimes
she just sets that on the
she'll
table.
take her phone, she'll take her wallet out
gotcha.
and stuff. And she'll get dressed in her pajamas and stuff. But then it'll be 4:00 and she's like, oh shoot, I have to start making dinner, and then she just rushes and goes fast, and it will wait at least an hour.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How organized she is, or how?
Because we eat dinner, and then she's like, okay, go hang out, and then she just sits and does stuff on her phone. I'm
so how she's chill and how she's organized.
Yeah, sure.
These are good qualities. So what's good about, what do you see good in that she comes home and she makes sure you guys are taken care of before
her?
Yeah.
Okay. So she takes care of you guys first. That's 1.
Number 2, how she chill. That's what you basically just said. 2 things. You said how she's chill and how she's organized.
What do you admire about her? Like if you could take something from her and put it as like one of your like strengths, like what do you think mom's
Drives us up to our games.
she takes care of you guys. So she puts you guys first, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like she's always putting herself last when it comes to you guys. She always makes sure you guys have your needs and everything met first. So she's selfless.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you put the words together. That's what you're describing.
I don't like this question.
You don't like
Why?
it's praising somebody.
You don't like complimenting mom?
No, I don't know. It's difficult.
Why is it difficult?
Like, I don't know.
Okay. So you just don't like being put on the spot. Got you. That's what you're saying. You can't think of 3 good things about mom?
No, I can, just not off the tip of my
So
tongue.
that's what I just said. So you don't like being put on the spot. So think about it. If something comes to you, let us know. All right. 3 for me.
I like how you like give us tough love and how number 1, and then number 2, how you're always like supporting us in what we do, and number 3 probably how like if you and mom get in a fight or we have like a rough morning, you always like apologize and then we'll apologize and they will be fine.
Yeah.
And then probably for something like you could work on is like if like in those heated moments in the morning you could just be like, hey, I'm not really in the mood to like talk, so everybody just like just be on your best behavior right now so I don't like get upset.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Especially lately, we've had a lot going on in the mornings.
Yeah.
With our dog not being in the best and us not being ready to walk out and it being cold and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
I understand that. I will work on that. So 3 things. 3 good, 1 bad. Or something I can work on.
3 good things. You let us do stuff like this, like be on your podcasts and stuff.
So different experiences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second thing, like sometimes like you'll like mess around with us, like sometimes like how when Rhino was like 1, I think you would like say you were gonna throw him down the stairs and then
like the
he would like mess
and
like
he
the-
was having fun, but then you weren't actually
like
gonna
the
do
jokey
it.
stuff, like
jokey
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Okay.
And then the third thing, supporting us in anything we do.
Okay. So
I'm gonna do something for mom.
anything for mom? Any ones you didn't think about?
Supporting us in
Well,
anything.
that's definitely a big mom trait. Mom crushes that. I think.
yeah.
I think the biggest thing is for me that I'm like incredibly proud of in raising 2 young ladies is that like I do have a really strong partner in your mom that is there and shows you guys a really good example of what like a strong woman can be and still also be sensitive and also still care, because I think a lot of people think when you're strong you can't be
Like you don't have emotions.
you can't be vulnerable, and I think mom does a good job of showing you guys that it's okay to be vulnerable but also be strong
tough
and stuff. So so I think that's really important for you guys to like see and continue to see as you get older. So and then I guess what like one thing that you think I can work on would
Don't know.
you don't know. There's plenty I can work on, I'm sure. So
what is one thing you think you could do better
what's
at?
one thing? What do you
There's
think?
one thing that you like not necessarily dislike, but one of dad's, I don't want to say like bad traits, but like,
just not getting mad easy.
Yeah. I think with you, I get upset fast with you. Not. I think it's because of you're in that you're in becoming you're the first teen, like almost teen we're gonna have. Like you're right behind her, but like
oh my god, your next birthday is 13.
yeah. So
Boy.
So here's the thing. So like I think we have those moments where it's like super attitude, I think we would agree that like we don't handle things sometimes in the best way. And that's something we've never experienced really. Like, and it's tough because me and mom were raised with a lot of respect. Like we had to be really respectful to our parents. Not that I was a pretty bad kid, but like I think that's the thing is like we do a lot for you guys, so it's tough sometimes to figure out where it's all coming from, and some of it's coming from just changes of emotions and all that stuff. So I agree with you. I think I need to be better about taking a pause and letting things kind of settle and talking to you at a level that we can actually communicate, and then that can get through to you on what might be the thing that normally sets me off. So I get it. I will work on that. So good one on that. So sweet. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for talking to me about that. What else is there? What do you guys, so we're 11 and 12 and we are living if you do that one more time. So we're in these modes where we're starting to figure out kind of like what we really enjoy in life. And I know you guys do a lot of different things. As of today, what are the things that you hope you accomplish in life? Like what?
Go to the WNBA.
Okay, so
go UConn and get a basketball scholarship and be awesome.
Just UConn or
UConn or Oregon.
Oregon, UConn. Okay, for sure. Those are the two you want to go.
Faux show. It's not one of those. I hope I get to go to Colorado school.
What?
I hope I get to go to a Colorado school.
Okay, well, that'd be awesome. That'd be close. We at least go see you play. And then what about you? What's the thing that, like, if you had to pick a job today, what would it be? Like, what would you want to do for your dream job? It can be anything.
I don't know. I'm kind of between basketball or like a stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home mom? That's pretty awesome.
Or open my own shop.
Open your own shop? Like what kind of shop?
Like a relaxation shop.
Like a relaxation shop?
Yeah, like people can get
like a spa?
No, like essential oils.
And like if somebody's like stressed out, they can come.
Oh, so you want to be a psychiatrist?
Talk to people about that stuff.
Like
a therapist?
Okay.
That sounds cool. You could be like a school therapist. That'd be awesome.
No, she won't. She don't want
to. She goes,
kids.
No drama. No, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, so that's cool. I didn't know that. I mean, a stay-at-home mom is really awesome. I think stay-at-home moms don't get enough credit. I think a lot of people think of it as not a job, but it's definitely a job when you're dealing with kids and getting them all set. So that's cool. Definitely. Being a therapist is really awesome. I see a therapist, so it's something that I do, and I think it's something that is very beneficial. And like
when you asked Lo what the question was, she only goes,
yeah. So I think those are all good things. I think especially like wanting to be an entrepreneur. That's an entrepreneur earlier, like owning your own shop and owning your own business. That's what that is. That's so super awesome on that front. Is there anything else that you guys like? You guys never listened to a podcast, correct?
No.
Okay, so
I don't know.
So have you guys ever listened to Book on Tapes?
What?
Book on Tape.
What? You said that really fast. So they said Book on Tape. I'm like, what? I mean, we've listened to those.
Book on Tape.
No, what was those? Not audiobook, but what did they call it at Springs Ridge?
Playaways.
Playaways, yes.
Yeah, we fell asleep to that one.
You fell asleep to those, yeah. So
we did.
So,
I
were passed out.
We listened to Alice in Wonderland. We got Lowe's Alice in Wonderland book, and we fell asleep to that because I told her I would read it with her.
Well, so anyway, so podcasts are the reason why I listen to podcasts and I enjoy podcasts is because it's basically a conversation that you get to like kind of eavesdrop in on. So it's like it's nice to like be in a conversation and get to listen to other people's viewpoints. And I think not a lot of people that I know done podcasts with like their
Children.
preteen kids and got to see your views because you guys haven't lived a lot of life. You guys have a lot of life ahead of you, so it's interesting to see the way you guys
I want to live till I'm 100.
view things. Well, you probably will by
I'm
the
a little
time.
sad right now.
If I drink
Nobody's
enough
watching.
water and eat
it's-
enough broccoli,
You-
this
yeah.
isn't life.
It's not live.
Oh,
That's just the thing.
that's
You're
kind of sad.
So some of the things that like I think you guys could really like you can definitely live to 100. By the time you guys are going to live in the generation where you guys will probably live to like 150 and stuff. Like,
That'd be awesome.
maybe.
I want to live till I want to be the oldest person to live. That'd be awesome. Like I could break a record before I die. Like you never know. I'm just saying.
You could. But if
I'm
one,
pretty sure like the oldest person was like 116. I'm like, okay, beat
I'm
that.
sure there's people older. I think there have definitely been people older than that. But
They do it on like the Today Show on
Yeah,
Saturdays.
so-
They're like, today this person is 105. I'm like, dang, you old.
they've been doing that for like 105 years too. Just
I
All right, so let's do some quick fire questions and then we'll end this podcast. So we'll make this like a little time capsule, sort of. You can look back on this with your kids later on in life and be like, man, that was my parents.
My
All right.
kids
Got
might
you.
be those kids who are like,
All right.
Mom, you were ugly when
Stop!
you were
Don't talk bad about yourself.
No, my children would say, what? Who is that? Oh, honey, that's me.
Yeah.
Yikes, Mom. Yeah,
All right.
I know. Just calm down.
Favorite color.
Pink!
Green.
Hot pink.
All right. Favorite number.
I don't know why,
24,
but I've always
24,
loved 26.
24.
24.
It's
Okay.
always been one of my favorites.
Favorite vacation we've ever taken.
When we went to Disney World.
Disney World. Okay.
Or when we went to Virginia and Washington.
When we went to Disney World because I wait, can I tell the story about Space Mountain?
I don't know the story about Space Mountain.
So go ahead.
So Space Mountain is that one ride where everything goes dark and yeah.
I know what she's talking about.
Yeah. And so so us three went on the ride and
I was in the front.
yeah, wait, you were in front, were you in the middle?
No, you were in the middle. He was in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I blinked and then everything went dark and then I saw me and Dad going right and then I saw her going left and I was like, okay, where we go?
Yeah, that was just like an optical illusion because we were going so fast. But yeah, I remember you thought you thought she was gone. That was an interesting ride. Yeah, I hadn't read.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go upside down at one point because we went like this, but then like dropped. It was
Oh, and then Tower of Terror was fun too.
that was the best
That was
ride.
really fun.
They changed it to some sort of like Guardians of the Galaxy ride now, but it still drops you. You can see like Rocket next to you. And
That's pretty awesome. I
It
didn't
is.
know they switched that.
no, they
neither.
switched it in Disneyland, so I'm assuming they switched it in Disney.
Probably, maybe it's possible. So that's cool. Okay, so we did favorite color, favorite meal.
Crab with butter and potatoes, and I don't like corn or potatoes. I just like crab.
Tacos.
Yeah, tacos.
I like tacos.
You guys are. How you don't like tacos is nuts. But let's see. Favorite person you've ever met? Famous person.
Famous. I really want to say Taylor Swift. I haven't met Taylor Swift.
Technically, we went to the concert.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
meet her.
neither.
Probably Sabrina Nestor.
Yeah, because that's the only one I can think of that I met.
Or number 0, because when she dribbled the ball, she got the ball and she looked at her defender. She goes, "Hi, sup?" And then she goes around him.
Nice.
And she makes a layup. It was funny.
That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Time you've been most scared in your life.
Okay, so when
Be
me
appropriate.
and my other family, when we went to California, Disneyland, when they made me ride an upside down ride.
Okay.
It was probably the scariest thing ever. I love upside down rides now, but so when we dropped, they went super slow, and so I was just sitting there like, God, help me, please.
To
Help me.
like, let me hold
But
on.
then they went, but when we went like super fast, and I like opened my eyes for a second. I'm like, okay, we're fine. I cried when we got on the ride because I really didn't want to go on it, but then we went on it and it was fun.
I would say the first time I was left home alone because that was scary. I was like, yep, somebody's just gonna come in the house and kidnap me.
You were home for like 5 minutes by yourself.
Okay, the one where you.
Well, the first time I was like there for an hour.
The first time me and Lo were left home alone, just me too. Like when you guys went to go look at our cars, when we were there for like straight up 8 hours.
No, you weren't.
We were though.
You've never been home for 8 hours by yourself.
You don't know.
You don't know.
We were home. You guys were out for like 4 hours.
No.
All right, another question.
Not even close.
We were.
What?
Another question.
Well, I don't have any more questions. I think that's about it.
No.
Favorite drink.
Okay, favorite drink.
Favorite food. Favorite appetizer.
I already said favorite food.
Favorite pet.
Favorite dessert.
Pet. Favorite animal. Your 11 and 12-year-old can come up with questions. You were 36. I thought you lived a longer life.
Favorite genre of music.
Okay.
Boom.
First off, most people my age do not ask questions about favorite pets. That's just like.
Okay, I am just giving suggestions.
You guys
Calm down. Or favorite animals, my guy.
Okay. Favorite animal.
Favorite unicorn. Duh.
That's why we don't ask questions like that.
Shut up.
What?
I always liked a giraffe.
Giraffe. Okay.
I like the giraffe.
Fair enough. Okay. Favorite. Favorite drink.
Sweet tea or coffee.
So many of them though. I don't know. Probably like a strawberry banana smoothie.
Okay, strawberry.
That sounds really good right now.
Oh my god. What favorite genre of music?
Pop.
Rap. It's Gucci.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right.
I don't know how much more I can take of this. Favorite memory in our house.
What?
Favorite memory in our house.
Probably when Rhino came home.
Okay.
Can it be at the old house or no?
Well, maybe we can do that as another one. This favorite memory.
This no, those are all from the old house.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Oh, that's a tough one. One of my favorite memories. This didn't happen too long ago, but when I came back from vacation and I saw that I had my own room. That was I like that.
That was your birthday present, yeah.
That was your birthday present.
That's pretty awesome.
She went vacation.
Vacation.
So yeah. Let's see. You guys have a favorite book?
No. Oh, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. That is the holy Jesus of books. I love that book. It is the best book ever.
Hey, how about you calm down with the holy Jesus?
But it is the Lord of all books. Like if there was a crown.
I like Sisters by Raina Telgemeier.
You do like that, yeah.
That's really good.
I also like poem books, like basketball poem books, like the crossover and stuff like that.
Okay.
That book's pretty good.
Well, that's awesome. If you guys, here's a good one. If you guys had a podcast, what would be the theme of it?
Basketball and unicorns.
So basketball and unicorns.
You're welcome.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. Oh, and we put a crab on top of the unicorn. It'd just be delicious and all.
Like,
You're such a weird kid.
I was not prepared for this question.
No one, that's what a podcast is.
That's literally, that's why he said
it just goes where it goes.
Because it goes
like, if you were just talking into a microphone and people were hopefully listening, what would you talk about?
People's futures.
People's futures. Okay.
That's okay.
So cool. Okay. Well, let's see. If you could. Oh, here's a good one. If I gave you $1 million.
Can you?
I'm not rich like that.
He's like, I might have $1 million, but not for
No.
you. You don't
If
know.
okay, if I gave you each $1 million and you had to spend it all, but only in one store, what store would you pick?
Probably Kohl's, because it has makeup. Which no, never mind.
Never mind that question.
Why? Never mind.
Because they don't have crab.
Okay. I think you're gonna find a store that has crab and everything else you want.
Well, Walmart. No. King Supers has its own little
Yeah.
No, Walmart has it too.
So you're gonna spend $1 million in Walmart?
No.
Okay, so
I don't know. Make me go last. This chair is.
I would say
Listen.
Target.
Target.
Because they have Barbie stuff. They have earrings and stuff. They have purses. They have clothes. They have.
Okay. Target. So Target for you.
I don't know, but I like crab. Like I don't know. That has a store that has like basketballs and unicorn. I don't know. Oh my gosh, why did you have to ask me that?
You wanted more questions.
Yeah, well, not that question.
So answer
Well,
the question.
stores will have basketballs, but they don't have unicorns or crabs.
Well, not Kohl's because I love makeup and all, but I don't
You can get everything. I think you can get like TVs at Kohl's. You can get beds.
know. You can't get
can
makeup at Dick's Sporting Goods,
No, you can't.
so I can't. I just skip me.
Nope.
Oh,
You gotta-
stupid.
Kohl's or Dick's Sporting Goods. Which one?
Neither.
You have to pick.
I don't want to pick.
You're crazy. Okay.
That's
Next
like
question. Kit,
Stranded on a desert island by yourself.
what kind of desert? You have to be specific. Like a wet desert or a cold desert. It could be Antarctica because that's a desert. It could be like somewhere like Africa because Africa's a desert, or a rainforest desert, or just some sort of weird island like Honolulu.
If you're stranded on an island,
Oh, an island. Okay.
the beach that has like a dormant volcano that also
That
has
sounds deadly.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Do you know what dormant means?
No.
Dormant means it's not an active volcano. That means it's not going to explode. So you're fine.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, so you're on an island. It's warm. You can take 3 items with you. What 3 items do you take?
I will go first. Number 1, a crab. Number 2.
There's probably crabs in the water.
Okay, hang on, fine. Then let me start over, okay? Number 1, my phone, so I can call and get somebody to get me out of
You
there.
won't have cell service.
You don't know. Number 2.
You don't know.
You better hope you have
Number
music,
2,
'cause that's the
a
only way you can-
basketball. And number 3, my
You're gonna-
basketball hoop, so I can go play basketball outside when I'm bored.
Okay, so you have a basketball hoop, and a phone that's not going to work.
It is dark.
Okay.
Stupid
Stop.
satellite trick
Hey,
thing.
stop screaming.
Okay, who saw?
You need to calm down. Your podcast would definitely be
Okay.
the Screaming Unicorn podcast. All right,
That's what it'd be called too.
probably
Food, water, and phone.
food, water, and phone. So
You can drink the ocean water.
you can't.
You can find water from the red. Just go.
You-
Or when you find it on leaves, just go. Next leaf.
Okay,
Then you won't have enough protection over you.
You don't know.
so you guys are probably dying on your desert island.
Yeah.
I'm getting dizzy, okay?
All right. If you could be one of the following: the president, the queen, or a CEO of like a Fortune 500 company. Those are like really, really big companies.
I'd be the queen, so I could wear a crown. And be like, what you want?
I would be the president, I think.
Maybe
Maybe.
higher. Boom in your face.
No,
don't
not,
like
not
queens.
necessarily.
Because like obviously I like being put on the spot, and I see more like if I swipe and I go to Google and I see like top stories for today, I see more about Queen Elizabeth than Donald Trump.
Okay.
So
That your algorithm is
Because Queen Elizabeth is dope because she's
Okay.
a queen and she's dope.
okay. Well, your algorithm shows queens. So all right. So,
Yes, sir.
all right. So finishing up, last one. You guys have to ask the question that you want to ask our next guest. And
I
then-
forgot about
and
that.
then we will answer them. All of us will
Mhm.
answer them, and then we will end this podcast.
What is your favorite WNBA player?
Okay. What's your favorite WNBA player? Can it also be NBA player?
No,
Because some people don't watch the WNBA.
No.
I don't care.
Okay, so then they might answer.
I don't
They
care.
don't know.
That's okay.
Okay, so well, let's all answer that. Who's your favorite WNBA player?
Elena Deladon.
Elena Deladon. Okay. Who's your favorite WNBA?
Sabrina.
She's not a WNBA player.
I mean,
She will be soon,
she
but she's
will
not
be
is.
soon. So
That doesn't count.
So Sabrina, once the draft happens, can be your favorite WNBA player. Who?
But not yet.
Deladon.
Okay. Fair enough.
Deladon's dope.
Okay. Who's my favorite WNBA player? I like a lot of WNBA
I like
players.
Sue Bird a lot
Sue
too,
Bird's
but I
cool.
also like his name starts with a D.
Diana Taurasi?
Yes, her. She's
Yeah.
a dope.
She's a dope?
She's a dope.
Or is
person.
she dope?
She is a dope person.
There's
Get it right.
there's a difference between how you say those. She's a dope and
She's a
she's
dope
a dope person
player. Okay.
or player.
Get it
There's a
right.
different. I don't know because I like Breonna Stewart. I like Skylar Diggins. I like Candace Parker.
Candace Parker is amazing, and I love her.
I'd say if I had to I like that's such a tough one. I like Liz Cambage. I think she's
I don't know who that is.
You-
Sue
you-
Bird's dope too.
okay. You know who Liz Cambage is? She's the really tall lady that plays on the Aces,
I don't know who the Aces are.
the Las Vegas Aces. They're the ones that played the Mystics, like
In the championship?
in the playoff. Yes,
The
No.
one where we won?
Well, are you talking about the game we went to, or
Explaining.
you saw him play?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
No, we watched the Chicago Sky play them.
we did see the Sky play them. They played the Mystics played the Aces in the playoffs for sure.
Was that the one where they won the game?
Yeah, they definitely beat them.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I think
Alright.
I'm pretty sure they played in the finals too.
All right, Lo, what's
I'm
your
pretty sure that's
question?
what-
You're confusing me.
Who's your
You
favorite
could confuse
singer?
me. Favorite singer? Mine's easy. Mine's either. Well, I have two.
Taylor Swift.
Okay. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's amazing and she's dope.
Mine.
Like Elena Deladon.
Mine is either Chris Carrabba or Carter Halsey.
Chris who now?
Chris Carrabba. He's the lead
Chris
singer. of
who
Dash-
now?
He's the lead singer of Dashboard Confessional.
I don't know who that is.
You do know who that is.
It's your arm says D Lightning C. I want to
Yes.
believe that.
So
But it's me. It's not
Um,
some sort of stupid life.
That's a hard one.
you asked the question. How did you?
I know because I want to see what other people think, not
You
me.
could say Ariana Grande. You could say Taylor Swift. You could say Pink. You could say Eminem. You never know.
Pink.
Pink. Okay. So Pink, Taylor Swift, and Chris Carrabba
Yes, sir.
/ Carter Halsey. All right. So
That was it, my friends.
that's our podcast. So
Can we be on your next podcast?
no, you can't be on my next
Oh,
podcast.
Why
This isn't a podcast with you guys. Stop.
I'm not
We should make
being-
one.
I'm not being weird.
You are being weird.
This is what I do.
You're always weird,
You're welcome.
and you're always.
Well, you
weird.
should make one with us.
No, you shouldn't. Don't do that.
Okay.
I
will make them.
don't.
Okay. We'll figure it out. As you get older, maybe you
They'll
guys
be
can,
like,
maybe you guys have your own
hold on.
podcast.
They'd be like unicorns and crabs all the time.
That is exactly what I would be like. Yes.
And that's the podcast for this time. So
Bye.
Bye.
thank you guys for being on my podcast.
This is dope. Watch every episode, my guy. Okay, you got this.
Thank you for the ringing endorsement for my podcast. All right. We're out. Anything you want to say before we leave?
I love you, Las Vegas. I'm kidding.
You got anything?
Nope.
All right. We'll see you
Cabs
next.
are the best.
We'll see you next time on the Swiss Army Man podcast.
Later.